we got President Trump and the Supreme Court making some major moves in finally crushing what everyone is seeing, and that's California's blatant election fraud that's literally playing out in front of the entire world. Unfortunately, we've seen this before. Back in the 2022 LA mayor's race, conservative businessman Rick Caruso led Karen Bass on election night. He was actually winning. And then the late mail-in ballots started coming in. Day after day, batch after batch, all breaking overwhelmingly in one direction, and that's, of course, for Karen Bass. So by the time the race was over, a race Caruso appeared to be winning. By the time it flipped completely and he ended up losing by over 10 points, again, in a race that he was leading election night. Now you fast forward to June of this year, same city, same playbook, so Bass advances in the primary, and once again, the results on election night look one way, but then they shift dramatically as the post-election ballot counting dragged on for days, and it's still going as we speak, over a week after election day. So we've seen this before. The headline on election night and the headline a week later are completely different stories, always moving in the same political direction, always benefiting the same party. Now, what makes this so utterly sinister, and what gives the legacy media the coverage it needs to actually defend this, is that every single thing that we're seeing transpire in California is 100% legal. That's what you have to get. Larry O'Connor is talking about this in a very, very informative podcast. He used to live in LA County. He knows the system firsthand, and he's pointing out that that's the key to understanding what's actually going on here. That's the key to understanding what's the real scandal. Everything we're seeing transpire here in California is 100% legal, and that is the real scandal. The real scandal is that both California's Democrats and the legacy media are hiding behind laws that actually allow for this insanity to happen, which then enables them to both ask, where's the fraud? Where is it? What laws are being broken? So here's how it works. In California, everyone who walks into a DMV gets registered to vote. Everyone. That's the key term. Everyone. California is the national leader in issuing driver's licenses to illegal migrants with zero citizenship check, zero ID verification for voter registration. No one verifies whether you should be on those voter rolls. No one. By California's own admission in lawsuits and settlements with Judicial Watch, they've not cleaned up their voter rolls in years despite federal law requiring it. Everyone who walks into the DMV, legal or illegal, gets registered to vote. So that's number one. Then number two, every registered voter automatically receives a mail-in ballot. Okay, so do you see how it works, this two-step process? The DMV registers everyone, regardless of legal status, to vote, and every registered voter gets sent a mail-in ballot. In fact, Larry O'Connor noted that he hasn't lived in LA County since, 2012, I think he said, and he still gets emails from the LA County registrar telling him that his ballot's been mailed. He has no idea who's voting in his name.